Happy long weekend. It's the show about food and fun places in the mayhem of life into August long weekend. I'm Tyler Glen, and welcome into the Beach Bunker. Busy Friday morning as we gear up for our long weekend in August. The weather is going to be picture perfect, and there is lots going on, from a local rock festival to a Ukrainian festival to the start of Folklorama. There is lots going on and lots to talk about this morning. So glad you can join us, regardless of the platform you're on: Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok. Welcome one, welcome all. Into the weekend we go. You got a keyboard in your future. It's a long weekend, and we're going to have ourselves some Friday fun. And it starts with concert ticket prices. Some stunning numbers in this morning involving some of the most expensive bands you'll be able to see. Now, thankfully, all the entertainment in our area is actually quite affordable. But acts like Bruno Mars, U2, Taylor Swift, we're going to take a look at the big list. That's coming up. Also, you're likely going to have some ice cream this August long weekend. It's going to be nice and hot. And the most incredible pairing with ice cream you will ever hear about: soy sauce. Soy sauce and ice cream? Apparently so. There is some science behind that. We'll talk about it. Also, everyone's talking about boxing at the Olympics. We won't get into it now, but we will get into it on the show. And we're going to keep it respectful. We're going to keep it fun, lighthearted. There's even some South Park that'll be injected into the show, and we'll talk a bit about, a couple of things from the Olympics: boxing and shooting. Everyone is fascinated with shooting. And have you seen the Turkish hitman? I mean, holy cow, this guy, I think he's a professional killer. He is 51 years old, gray hair. He is one of the first Olympic athletes in history to go to a games without any equipment. No equipment. Get off the plane. He's like cool guy. He's got his hands in his pocket. He walks off. He just puts an earplug in here, hand in his pocket, and just raises the revolver, which they supplied. Bang, bang, gold medal, walks away, drops the gun. Okay, I'm out of here. See ya. Give me my gold. And I'm going home. We'll talk a bit about that. Let's take a look outside. Good morning, southern Manitoba. Let's take a look and see how much sun we've got. We're in double digits. We had 31 degrees yesterday. 31. It was a hot day, and the sun is intense. We are literally at maximum intensity, sun seekers. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This intense sun, this glaring heat. Now, if you're going to be at any outdoor festival, whether it be in Dauphin or Minidosa or maybe even on your patio or at the cottage, keep hydrated, guys. Really, seriously. There were lots of reports of heat stroke yesterday, people getting far too much sun. Okay, so keep, give yourself a little bit of shade, give yourself a little break, and make sure that you've got lots of ice water. I like to take bottles of water, throw them in the freezer, do about half a dozen, and by the time the show is over, it'll all be crystallized and just delicious. Ice water. We're going to be a high of 30 today, and we could see some cloud now on Sunday. Otherwise, a gorgeous weekend. 25 Saturday, 23, a little cooler on Monday, but some welcome relief for those who are doing some camping at these festivals that are starting this August long weekend. As we take a look outside at the North American map this morning, it is a nice warm morning right across the continent from coast to coast. As we get things going on this Friday morning, hello, good morning. Let's get into it and say good morning to our chatters this morning as we get into episode 2 of the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Shall we? All right. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. The long weekend is here. It's one of our favorites because the weather is great. Now, Canada Day long weekend, not great weather. That weather was cool. It was cloudy. It's kind of gross. And that can happen on May long weekend, too. August long weekend rolls around. She's a winner. And the same thing can happen for September long. So we're into the long weekend season where the long weekends don't really suck. So have lots of fun and get lots of water and get some rest too because you don't want to be sick next week. All right. We're off on Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday after the long weekend because it's been a long week, 2 days coming back from my vacation. It's been tough. Good morning, Tosh. Good morning to you. Hello, Tosh in Twitch. I see your early morning comment this morning. Good morning. Fazu Razusi is here on TikTok. Good morning. Good to see you. Molly is here on Twitch. Good morning, y'all. Karen Enns. Molly's in early. What's going on? Friesen is here on TikTok. Molly is here early. Good to see you, Molly. Karen Enns is here this morning to start the show. So is Road Reverend. Good morning, Road Reverend. Polar Bear 2. And we've got Zumba Bernice on Twitch. We've got Burbilka on TikTok. Susan Ballard is here on TikTok, too. Good morning, Susan. Have a great day. Happy Friday to you. Tyler Hoggle is here on TikTok as well. Cindy is here on Twitch. Derek is here on Twitch. Zumba Bernice says, Happy Friday, all our friends. I think, Cindy, you're going up to Minidosa shortly, aren't you? Molly's got hot dogs and kitty cat emojis. So I had hot dogs yesterday. That's my good thing. Didn't have a lot of them on my holiday, but oh boy. And some shocking news about the weather yesterday involving yours truly. Details coming up. Patrick is here on TikTok. Good morning, Patrick. Good to see you. Welcome. And Lakefront is here on TikTok, too, along with Doogie the Doc. Okay, good morning. Quentin is here on Twitch. Hi, Quentin. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome into the Beach Bunker. Yes, Cindy is Rockfest bound later this morning. Guitar emoji. Microphone emoji. And, oh, those are beers. Beer emoji. Getting ready for Rockfest. This morning on my Facebook page, I'm asking you about your fantasy rock festival. Money is no object, and they could be dead or alive. We can bring back the dead. So 3 acts that you would have at your music festival. What 3 acts would you have? I said Celine Dion, Kenny G, and Michael Bolton. It would rock. The mosh pit would go crazy. People'd go crazy. Yeah, Kenny G, Kenny G, Kenny G. Frankie on TikTok. No, yes, no. Celine Dion. I mean, come on. She just rocked the I was going to say the Oscars, but no, it's the Olympics. Nick Adams is here on Facebook. Good morning. Happy Friday, Sunseekers. Happy Friday to you, Nick. It's good to see you. Megan is here on Facebook as well. It's great to see you, Mavis Inkster in Mendoza. Oh, boy, you're going to have a busy weekend up there, Mavis. Yeah, and she says, going to be a busy weekend. Yeah, KDD4380 is in the house for a Friday morning. And Debbie Kynock here on Facebook. Chug-a-lug-a-lug that water. Oh, chug-a-lug-a-lug. Beer, water, water, beer, water, water. Should make that into a little song. Beer, water, water, beer, water, water. I know it takes the buzz out, but you got to stay hydrated. We're into some really, really hot weather, guys. Molly's been up since 2 because she has to run the boyfriend to the airport today. Well, happy travels. Happy, safe travels. Behave yourself. I guess you wouldn't be hitting the bar at 4 o'clock in the morning. Careful of the airport bar. Molly's seen lots of episodes of this show. Lana Harper is here on TikTok. Good morning, Lana. It's good to see you. And Rachel as well on TikTok. Jody Kaslick's here on Facebook. Patricia Ann Heffron's here on Facebook as well. It's good to see you this morning. Welcome aboard. And Linus says, dang it, Tyler, I want my chicken legs on TikTok. Well, I can only put them in your mailbox twice, and before Canada Post refuses to let me mail them to you anymore. They start to get stinky. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of gross. You can't mail chicken legs. I don't know how I get them to you. Silvio on TikTok, good morning. It's good to see you this morning. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Mama JS, good to see you this morning. And we've got Cheryl Delabur Tripp on Facebook. Hi, Cheryl. And Nicole is here on TikTok. Good morning. Good morning and happy Friday, guys. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome aboard. And let's get right into the good thing because we got lots to talk about. Make coolers and dry ice, maybe? Okay, well, maybe that'll be the next one. I can't. The budget doesn't allow. I'll send you chicken wing jerky, maybe. Maybe that would work better. Oh, yeah, Jordan is here, too, on TikTok. We'll continue to say good morning as people arrive on a Friday. No one is up early because you know what? You want to get a little bit of sleep to, have as much juice, as much gas in the tank to hit these festivals this weekend, to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. Lindy is here on Twitch. Good morning to you, Lindy. Let's get into yesterday's good thing. We like to start with some positivity. So what happened yesterday that was a good thing to start your day? Yesterday's good thing could be big, could be small. I was so excited. Yesterday was a great day because it was great to be back in the beach bunker chair and visiting with you, and the comments and encouragement yesterday, just overwhelming support. So people reaching out to say way to go on season 4. Heard from my buddy Don Collins, who is now helping a whole bunch of folks who are just like me that are wanting to produce shows similar to this one, and he is again in California, and he has had some very positive things to say, and so my cup was overfilling with good things yesterday. So all you have to do is type in GT and then follow up with what was your good thing from yesterday, and we'd love to hear about it because we like to start that way because that's how we roll. Okay, and the Beach Bunker music was a hit. We've got the new Beach Bunker music is kind of entering the Apple iTunes top 10, the Tyler Glen Sunseeker Choir. The Sunseeker Band. Super popular hits. Yes. Cheryl says, pardon me, I skipped. Hang on a second here. Cindy says, GT spent a lot of time in my redneck pool. It was hot outside. You don't hear me say this too often. Yesterday was almost too hot for me, and we've had hotter days, but there was no wind, at least where I was, and the sun, there was no smoke or haze in the sky. And so I'm outside yesterday, and I was out for about half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm like, I gotta go in. This is too hot. Tyler has reached his limit of maximum heat. 31 degrees, no smoke, no haze. That was hot. That was a hot day. I'm ready to declare that it was acceptable. It was acceptable to be inside and go, oh, I need some air, I need a fan. I need some air. I need a fan. And then I immediately thought of the people up at the Classic Rock Weekend. Well, I guess we don't call it that anymore. Rock in the Fields. It's only been 20 years. You know, when you're camping in that heat, it can't be comfortable. Oof. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here on Facebook. Well, hello, Janine. Hello. Good morning. Have a great weekend, everybody. And that is awesome. Thanks for popping by. Sauce is here on TikTok. Hi, Sauce. Along with Jordan and Nisi and Starheart. Thanks for popping by. Mama JS, we love you too, Tyler. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm so, yeah. What is left to say that hasn't already been said? GGMT, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, Molly says, GT, I had Culver's yesterday. Oh, jealous. Jealous, Bell. Oh, Culver's Butter Burger. Oh, I'm so jealous. That is some witchcraft they've got going on at Culver's. They're a Wisconsin burger chain. And if you go in there, it's pretty boring, unremarkable. You go, what's the big deal? Why does Tyler make a big deal about Culver's? And then you eat their burger. And if you've ever, you know how sometimes you'll have a steak and it's smothered in that butter and you've got that taste of beef and butter together that just makes your brain go, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, for making such delicious food for us. That's what happens. That's what was going on in my brain when I had my first Culver's burger. Because they do put a lot of butter in the bun. And with a hot burger, it melts and gets all over the meat, and it is insane. That is a real... You get a bell. Come on. Let's get the winner's bell for some Culver's. Zuma Bernice, GT, vacation started at 4 yesterday. Yeah, vacay mode. So is that vacay from Zumba or vacay from... You could never vacay from Zumba, could you? Brandon Bauer... It's easy for me to say. Brandon Browning is here on TikTok. Hi, Brandon. Tosh says, GT, the show is back. Season 4 started. Oh, I was your good thing. You're so awesome. I also spent some time with my 11-year-old daughter while Big Sister had the other 2 younger ones for the afternoon. That is awesome. That is great. Road Reverend says, Zumba Bernice, that is awesome to hear. Enjoy your holiday. Have a good time. Maybe she'll spend some time with us. Maybe she'll be sleeping in. Debbie Kynog, GT, watching local Westman Magic under 13 softball at the Western Canada Softball Championship at Ashley Neufeld Ballpark. Well, that's fantastic. Very good, very good. Make sure you get that water, Debbie. Make sure you keep those fluids up. It's good to see. Good to see. Rhonda Party is here on Facebook. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning and happy Friday. Oh, man, it is hot out there. Woof. Another hot one today, 30 degrees. It was 31 yesterday. Cindy says definitely taking the generator to run the AC. Oh, that's a good idea. KDD 4380, GT, got all packed up to head to the cottage and found out a friend is coming for a visit this weekend. Surprise! Oh, that's fantastic. Nice. Surprise visit. How great is that? Very good. Connie is here on Facebook. Good morning, Connie. Nice to see you. Molly says at Culver she had the double bacon with cheese curds and fries. Oh my God! See, I am so hungry now. Oh my gosh! You lucky person. You lucky person. Oh, Road Reverend says GT worked all day outside and survived. Oh wow! You get the bell, man. You get the bell. That's a hot one, man. Be careful. Hat on the head. Make sure you got your fluids all topped up. Yeah, it's really hot. Wow. Zumba Bernice says, going to Orlando next week for more Zumba. Well, that's good because it's not hot enough here. You want to be hotter. Orlando in August. Well, that's, and boy, the humidity down there is just killer. Oh, well, have fun. We'll look for pictures. You always are good at sharing that stuff, so we do appreciate it. That is fantastic, and thank you for sharing yesterday's good thing. Let's get right into the show, shall we? And before we do that, let's thank our sponsors that include Auto Fashion. If you have hail damage to your vehicle, please remember my friends at Auto Fashion in Brandon, because they will take your MPI or SGI hail claim. They do paintless dent repair in Brandon. They'll give you a $50 restaurant gift card to the restaurant of your choice if you bring your MPI claim to them. They've also got courtesy cars available, and they also do detailing, but it's called fine auto finishing. And when you see the job they do, you'll know why. Auto Fashion is a locally owned and operated family business that is, I think they're into year 3, if I'm not mistaken. Do an amazing job. Go and see Cass and Herman at 255 17th Street North, behind Lee's Buffet, next to the car wash. As you load up for the long weekend, don't forget Kuiper's Family Bakery. Hot dog and hamburger buns. They are the official hot dog and hamburger bun of your Manitoba summer. As the wiener or the sausage goes on the grill, those cheesy smokies, they want a nice, fluffy, tasty bed to go into, because you're going to be loading up with the relish and the onions, maybe some sauerkraut, maybe some cheese. Get a Kuiper's Family Bakery hamburger or hot dog bun. They are so popular, but get in there early. You'll get them fresh, you'll get them warm, you'll get them delicious. And make sure you look for the Kuiper's logo again at fine grocery stores across southern Manitoba. And if they don't sell Kuiper's baked goods at your retail grocery store, ask them why not and get them in there. And if you can't find them, you can get your monster cookies. You can get your fluffy cinnamon buns and all the other pastries at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. And Elkhorn Resort Clarkson Nordic Spa, again, they've got a special on Sundays. Sunday at the Elkhorn. One-night spa and stay on Sundays. And this is in the month of August. So you get a spa for 2. One-night accommodation for 2. Clarkson Nordic Spa passes for 2. And a $50 food and beverage credit. It's about as close to all-inclusive in this province as you're really going to get. And it's $339 Sundays at the Elkhorn Resort Clarkson Nordic Spa. Visit them online. Best to call to book your Sunday at 204-848-2802. Janine says, GT, watch the Bombers finally play like a team of old. I was waiting for Trev. Trev's probably hungover. He was celebrating finally. The Bombers won a game. Oh my God. Yeah, it's been a bad season for the Bombers. Oh my God. Up until last night. Maybe this is the great turnaround and they still have time. Tina Edwards, good morning. It's good to see you. Welcome on TikTok. And we're going to start the show with what everybody is talking about this morning, and it has to do with Olympic boxing. Chances are this will carry over past 7:30. But this comes to us from the Olympics, and this involves the boxing match from yesterday. And chances are, if you were on the internet, you already know what I'm talking about. Italian boxer quits bout, sparking furor over gender at the Olympics. The Italian Angela Carini stopped fighting 46 seconds into her matchup against Emain Khalif of Algeria, who'd been barred from a women's event last year. This has caused a great deal of controversy and has caused a lot of anger. And I can certainly see why. 46 seconds, and, poor Angela, she was very upset. The IOC said that the Olympics are to be completely inclusive, and this is making the rounds all over the place. Khalif, 25, was permitted to compete at the Olympics even though she had been barred last year after boxing officials said she didn't meet the eligibility requirements to compete in a women's event. Another athlete, also barred from last year's World Championships under similar circumstances, has also been cleared to fight in Paris. That's coming up, so this isn't done yet. There'll be more of these fights coming. So expect more in your news feed. The International Boxing Association, which ran those championships and ordered the disqualifications, offered little insight into the reasons for the boxers' removal, saying in a statement that the disqualifications came after the athletes did not undergo a testosterone examination, but were subject to a separate and recognized test. The association said the test, the specifics of which were confidential, conclusively indicated that both athletes didn't meet the requirements of female competitors, so they weren't allowed to compete. But in this games, they were. In recent days, the presence in the women's Olympic competition of two boxers who have faced eligibility questions has become the flashpoint in the politically charged debate over gender and fair play in sports. Well, you know what? There's not much of a debate. You can see it with your own eyes. And the interesting thing is the amount of fear. I saw somebody post on social media yesterday that they had a problem with this and immediately took it down. Well, not immediately. It was about an hour later. Took it down. I apologize. I should just, this should all be. Listen, we can be respectful and have a conversation at the same time, because if we can't, then it's over. If we can't have a conversation, then it's over. And I'm kind of, what I want to show you. The best way to approach this, in my mind, is with a little bit of humor. Some of the memes that have been making the rounds. Include this one. Who had a feminists defending a man beating a woman in the Olympics? There was also this meme making the rounds. Not saying I necessarily agree with it, but first ever gold medal in freestyle domestic violence. It's. I think the best piece of humor that we can inject in this is from South Park and our friend Cartman, who best explains what the concerns are. Have a listen.
I want to know just what makes you think it's okay to go inside the girls' bathroom.
Because I'm transgender. I looked it up. That means I can use the girls' shitter.
You are not transgender, Eric. You don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it means I live a life of torture and confusion because society sees me as a boy, but I'm really a girl.
All right, well, if you identify yourself as a girl, you must find yourself attracted to boys. Is that right?
That's actually not true. I can be transgender without it having anything to do with the gender I'm attracted to. Check the state bylaws.
All right, listen, Eric.
Erica.
Listen, Eric. You must know why we can't have you in the girls' bathroom.
All I know is I'm transgender, and you can't make me go to the bathroom with the cisgenders.
With the what?
Cisgender. It's the politically correct name for people who aren't transgender. If you identify with the sex you were born with, then you're cis.
But then cisgender is just normal.
Saying normal is extremely offensive to people who aren't in that group. Trust me, you don't want this hot potato. Just let him use the girls' room.
But this isn't a hurting, confused child we're talking about. This is Eric Cartman.
Nobody else is gonna know that. You better just give him what he wants.
So Eric Cartman just has us in some kind of bathroom checkmate?
Actually, it's more like a royal flush.
It's more like a royal flush. You leave it to South Park to be able to, articulate some of the mild concerns that may be going on with regards to this whole thing. What are your thoughts? I mean, lots of people sharing the story on it. Obviously, there are some concerns about that. Jen says the Algerian boxer was born female but should not be boxing. It's illegal to be trans in Algeria, so they wouldn't send a trans athlete. That being said, chromosomal abnormalities should be reason enough to be ineligible, as she does have an unfair advantage. I think we just shut the Olympics down. I'm kind of confused. I think that's it. I think, I haven't even seen any of the Olympics. A lot of this, I've been seeing a bit of the highlights, the stuff that, we really have kind of been, I've just, since the opening ceremonies, I'm just like, I don't really need to watch that. I don't think I'm going to be part of that this year. I just took a pass. And we'll pick this up on the other side because we've got to do a beach break. Back to our beach songs due for season 4. We're going to take a beach break in Hollywood where Zumba Bernice is going to be checking things out in just a few short hours. And we'll be back with more in just a second. Coffee refill time, and we'll see you in just a second. Here we go.
Sunseekers shining bright, dancing on the sand tonight. Waves are crashing, feel the beat. Sunset glow, we can't be beat.
Beach party under stars, moonlit nights and old guitars. Bonfire burning lights our way, no end to this perfect day.
Feel the rhythm, feel the heat. Move your body to the beat. Sunseekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in our eyes.
Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching sun, we always want more.
Palm trees swaying in the breeze. Life's a party, love the seas. Laughing, singing all we need. In this paradise we're free. Feel the rhythm, feel the heat. Move your body to the beat. Sunseekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in our eyes.
Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching sun, we always want more. Tropical drinks in our hands, move your body to the beat.
Sunseekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in our eyes.
Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching sun, we always want more.
Hollywood Beach, Florida, and Zumba Bernice going to be just down the road in Orlando later this weekend, down for some more Zumba fun live shot as we get going on a Friday morning. Let's take a look out across southern Manitoba as we get set for a long weekend. It is going to be gorgeous. We're at 14, feels like 16 with the humidity, and we should see highs up around 30 degrees as we get into the long weekend. It is going to be an awesome long weekend. Stay hydrated. Keep those fluids up. It is going to be warm. Now, we should have some relief, though, by Sunday as temperatures moderate somewhat to still sunshine, sticking around, highs around 23 degrees. Back into the beach bunker we come, and some final thoughts on the most talked about event at the Olympics so far. The boxing match between Iman Khalif of Algeria and Angela Carini of Italy. I think that the conversation has to be had. There'll be a lot of inquiries about where we go from here. And here's my thoughts in a nutshell. When we're afraid to have any kind of conversation because we have questions or concerns, and it's labeled as being, homophobic or racist or hateful, it's such strong language, and it's dangerous language. I like to think, and you can judge me however you want, I love everybody. Okay? Human beings deserve to be loved and respected, and everybody should be free to express themselves in whatever fashion they wish. Now, as soon as those lanes blow open and we start kind of crossing over into each other's lanes, as society does, that's how society works, there should be conversations about concerns, and questions should be allowed to be openly asked without fear of being attacked for asking a question. And I'm hoping that is still possible. I am not all that optimistic about it, though, because people can't. No, we don't even want to talk. I mean, we played the Cartman bit, and it's comedy, it's parody, okay, comedy, parody, but the principal says, you don't want that hot potato. Let's just kind of drop it, and listen. I mean, as a society, and not just this issue, many different issues, we cannot be afraid to have a conversation. We can now. But in doing so, we have to make sure that we do it respectfully. We have to make sure that, you know what? I mean, people's feelings do matter, but to the point that they can trounce all over. I mean, look at this. Look at what happened in the boxing match. I mean, there is some concerns that may or may not have been brought up, but obviously weren't appropriately dealt with to many's satisfaction, and this is the result of it. This is the result. So when some people say, you know what, I have some questions, I have some concerns, what if we have an unfair match now? Because, and here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we just do away with the Olympics? Who says we need to compete against countries? In the effort of fairness to all countries of the world, what about poor little Uganda? Like, are they going to ever crack the top 10? I mean, even Canada, like when we're in the top 5, holy crap, we throw a big parade. It's like the Olympics are designed to make other countries believe I'm better than you. And so I guess maybe that's why I'm not watching it. The United States, they walk away with everything every year, every Olympics. Oh, the Americans and the Chinese and the Russians. So why don't we just let the three of them compete? Go have your fun. Go and compete. And Derek has a good point. Have a transgender Olympics category. All right, there we go. My problem with this whole thing is we can't have the conversation. I'm a free speech guy, libertarian guy. Conversations have to be had respectfully. I don't think that's unreasonable. Quentin says, if I was on an unnaturally high level of testosterone, I'd be disqualified. This boxer would have been on an unnatural amount of testosterone. Rules are rules. But what about an unnatural level of estrogen? Oh, my God. Do away with the Olympics. Get rid of it. Let's have video game Olympics. Video game Olympics. The kids are on the couch anyway. No one's exercising anymore. Come on. Video game. Holding the flag for Canada is Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man now resides in Regina, Saskatchewan. And look at, there she comes. She is looking fantastic. It's Miss Pac-Man holding the Canadian flag. Oh. Here comes Team Canada for Minecraft. They won gold last 10 years in a row. That's what we have to do. Video game Olympics. This way, it doesn't matter what country you live in, what gender you are, how old you are, because we came up against this, guys, with Joe Biden. It's 2024. You can be who you want. You can do what you want. You can be anything you want to be, regardless of what nature says. Even if you're 100 years old, you can run the free world. You can be president. I think I pooped my pants. I don't know where I am. We love you. You're a great guy, Joe. But nature has spoken, okay? You need to go and have a rest now. Here's a cookie. Go have a rest. We are human beings. You may not believe in God, but nature's going to have its say. Nature's going to have it. It's nature. It's the way this all works. Joe, go have a nap. And now he's napping and can't work past 8 o'clock. Mama JS says, we need Candy Crush at the Olympics. Yes, and Canadians will do well. I mean, they have a lot of these sports teams, a lot of NHL. They've got digital versions of their teams. You know, the Vancouver Canucks NHL digital hockey team. Have it at the Olympics. I am done with the Olympics, except for shooting. Have you seen this guy? He is the guy from Turkey.
Yusuf Tikeç and his teammate.
And maybe I like him because he's the same age as me. And he came to the Olympics without any equipment and totally kicked ass. He is a shooter. Yusuf Tikeç, I believe, is how you pronounce his name, and he is incredible.
Yusuf Tikeç and his teammate won silver in the mixed team 10-meter air pistol event, but he's blowing up social media for his calm demeanor and for how little safety equipment he wore.
Turkish men are just built different.
He's like a suburban dad, but like an assassin.
Compare his look to his teammates, or to other shooters like South Korea's Kim Ye-ji. It's giving main character energy. Tikeç is a veteran who's competed in every Summer Olympics since 2008. As for equipment, Olympic shooters have a lot of freedom in what they wear. There are visors to help reduce glare from the lights, and blinders to help your targeting eye focus. Tikeç didn't wear any of that, just yellow earplugs.
Just comes in with the yellow earplugs, pops them in. He's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Then pop, drops gun. I'm out. I'll give me my medal. I got to go home. It's incredible. He's taking the internet by storm. He's so cool. See? And you know what? You know why? You know why he's so cool? Because in Turkey, okay, he's from Turkey. I want you to think about this. I'm gonna draw the lines for you. Do you remember the Nintendo video game where there was a plastic gun and a cord that went to the Nintendo machine, and you held up the plastic gun and you shot at your TV screen? Does anybody remember what the name of that game was called? Bonus points if you know. So again, this was the Nintendo game, and Duck Hunt. It was called Duck Hunt. No, it was called Turkey Shoot. And he's from Turkey. Coincidence? I don't think so. No, it was called Turkey Shoot. Duck Hunt. Not sure. Was not. See? I've drawn the lines. It's called Turkey Shoot. So in Turkey, you know, they make that part of their curriculum. You know, the kids come home from school and you're wrong. No, it's called Turkey Shoot. Listen. It's called Turkey Shoot. Shooting video game. Oh, Nintendo, right? It's called Turkey Shoot. See? Bleed. Elite Soldier. Oh, my God. It is, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was called Turkey Shoot. There's the cover of it. There's the turkey. See? I was right. This is how the internet works. See? I was right. No, it is not Duck Hunt. Faced with overwhelming evidence, I choose to pretend that it is something that it isn't. It is Turkey Shoot. So there. Gaslighting is not good. I don't even know what that is. This is Pac-Man. See, it's wonderful. I love it. That was Pac-Man. I am Brad Pitt. I am in the beach bunker. See, we can just... It's a wonderful world. We can do what we want. We can be who we want, no matter what. I'm gonna fly off my deck later today. See how that goes. Oh, there's... Speaking of which, here's a picture of, this is my cousin Herman. Cousin Herman, at the gate. And him and I have virtually nothing in common, Herman and I. But Herman got to the games. I am in the beach bunker. Yes, let's cheer on Herman. Herman, 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 Herman. Oh, yes. Hey, Keith Bazin on TikTok. Good morning, brother. Good morning, brother. Hello, hello, hello. You're just a bass-backwards Ukrainian. Hey, Ukrainians are gathering in Dauphin. Ukrainians are up in Dauphin this weekend for the Ukrainian Festival. That's going to be a big deal, and people are going to be gathering in Minnedosa for the Classic Rock Weekend. That is going to be a big deal. And we're asking you this morning about Fantasy Rock Festival. Let's lighten it up a little bit. So, Fantasy Rock Fest. Money is no object. Dead or alive. What 3 acts are in your festival? Truthfully, mine are Van Halen with David Lee Roth. Panama. Panama. Aerosmith. Loving an elevator. Living it up while I'm going down. And AC/DC. I'm black. I hit the sack. My bag going to Mendoza and my bags are packed. So we'll get to some of your answers in just a second. First, we got to say good morning to our friends at Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, you won't find a better breakfast deal in all of Canada than at Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba, with 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. I love it. The classic $3 breakfast sandwich. Tim Hortons steps up to the plate in today's challenging economy and offers up a $3 breakfast sandwich. Just get a coffee or an iced coffee and get a $3 classic breakfast sandwich, $3 plus tax, sausage, bacon, or egg and cheese breakfast sandwiches. And don't forget their new product that they just introduced a couple weeks ago is the Tim Hortons Infuser Energy Beverages. Sparkling energy beverages made with natural caffeine and natural flavors in ready-to-drink cans. Available in 2 refreshing flavors, blackberry yuzu and mango starfruit. Tim Hortons in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Our friends at Red Wireless on 18th Street across from the Keystone Center, they have got a red-hot deal happening right now. Huge amount of data if you want to upgrade your plan with Rogers Wireless. See Paul and Sean at Red Wireless for $55 per month for 150 gig of shareable data, unlimited Canada talk and text, or $75 a month for 175 gig of shareable data, unlimited Canada and U.S. talk and text. It's a limited time offer. Slide on into Red Wireless, your Rogers authorized dealer in the Robinson Mall across from the Keystone Center, and also ask about their $45 plug-and-play internet. You heard right, $45 plug-and-play internet at Red Wireless on 18th, your Rogers authorized dealer in the Robinson Mall across from the Keystone Center. And our friends at Sky Dancer Casino, where the sky's the limit. Looking for some fun gaming action this August long weekend? Slide on down to Sky Dancer Casino. It's just 90 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. Fun place. Family friendly with the big water park there, trampoline park. They've got the Nelly show coming on the 17th. Hunter Hayes is coming in November. They've got renovations in the old part of the hotel happening now. The tower area of the hotel is beautiful. Great rooms there. You can check them out for yourself at skydancercasino.com and ask about the water park hotel deal, where you can get a double queen standard room and 4 water park tickets for $159 weekdays, $179 on weekends. Check out skydancercasino.com. To our Fantasy Music Festival. Andrea says her fantasy music festival would be Eminem, Rob Thomas, and Sarah McLachlan. Somebody is a 90s child, Andrea. Somebody is a, well, or 2000s child. Oh, Cindy and I share some band. She also likes AC/DC and Aerosmith, but instead of Van Halen wants the Scorpions. Oh, you must have been one of those girls, Cindy. Oh, man. Derek says Jimi Hendrix, Ozzy with Randy Rhoads, and Van Halen with DLR. Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I missed that one. That would be good. Okay, I'll slide into your festival after mine. This way you can double up and you don't need Van Halen because I got them at mine. Bobby Wright just has 2. You get 3, Bobby. Metallica and AC/DC. Zumba Bernice says the Rolling Stones, the Foo Fighters, and Green Day. That's interesting. The Rolling Stones I've seen, and they are fantastic. Foo Fighters, that's curious. Green Day I get. Foo Fighters makes me scratch my head a little bit, Zumba Bernice. We have to have a talk. Quentin says Beastie Boys, Metallica, and Soundgarden. Again, the Beastie Boys? Metallica I get. Seen them. Beastie Boys and Soundgarden? Okay, we'll have a talk. Mama J actually says Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and Patsy Cline. Holy cow. That would be... we would need some of those Tim Hortons caffeine drinks at that show. Crazy. I'm crazy for feelings. Give me one of those Tim Hortons coffee drinks. Yes, Dad. Oh. Cindy says, yes, I am one of those girls. Oh, I knew it. Oh, Patricia. Okay. Patricia's got a good one. She says her 3 would be the Beatles, Van Halen, and the Eagles. Holy cow. Mic drop. Yeah, if you could... I'd love to see the Beatles. I probably will someday. Just won't be here. The Beatles, Van Halen, and the Eagles. That's a pretty good combo right there. Although Janine says Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, and John Prine. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who John Prine is. But I would see Patricia's Beatles, Van Halen, and Eagles and say the Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, and the Eagles. Can you imagine that show? Holy shit, that would be insane. Danielle says Queen, Aerosmith, and Bon Jovi. Aaron says Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and AC/DC. I bet you Aaron's got some ink. I bet you Aaron's got ink going on. Mama J says, knocking off the bucket list this month. Pink on August 31st in Edmonton. I love all music genres, though. I was introduced to all types as a kid. Me too. I'm not a big concert guy. I don't really like concerts. However, I don't really enjoy sporting events. I'm not good at crowds. I'm not a big crowd guy. I get all germs, people too close. And when COVID hit, I was the original kind of give me some alcohol sanitizer and get me away from people. I was doing that before COVID. The masks I didn't like and the social distance or the, lockdowns I didn't like. But I never have been big at concerts and germies. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. So, and it goes for sporting events too. I love sports, watch it on TV. And if I've also had the opportunity a couple times in my life to watch sports in like a private box or one of those, somebody had obviously treated me to that experience. But I would do that. If I had the money every time, it'd be in a box. You're not fighting the crowds. You have your own entrance. You have your own bathroom. That is the way to watch it. That's some serious luxury right there. I also one year we had a box. It was in the early days of the radio station that we started in Brandon. I had a box at Country Fest. And oh my God, I remember doing that and saying, okay, I'm going to go to Country Fest every year if I can have this box. And it was up overlooking the stage. You're away from the crowds. You got your own bathroom. That's just it. Crowd's bathroom. I'm good. So you don't see me at a lot of concerts or sporting events where there's, tens of thousands of people. My family members do like it, though. They like NHL hockey, and I'm just like, oh, you want to come? Oh, I don't know. $200 to get up close and personal with a whole bunch of strangers? I don't know. The sports are fun to watch. The people, I don't know. Mama JS says, I want to be where the people aren't. Cindy says, I'm going for a soda with Kim Mitchell this weekend. Why don't you go for a soda where nobody hurts and nobody cries? But see, that was the 80s. And now there is no such thing as pain because we've eliminated it. We have eliminated, there is no pain in 2024. Kim has to rewrite that song. Let's go for a soda. Everybody gets what they want. And everybody loves each other. And there's utopia. Doesn't sound the same. But, it's time to rewrite it. Dang Dog says, Fred Penner, Raffi, and the Wiggles. Although, if you are selling tickets out of a white van that's unmarked, that is bad. You do not want to... Hey, it's Dang Dog. I'm having a music festival. Fred Penner, Raffi, and the Wiggles. Somebody call the cops. Mama J says, my first ever concert was Mr. Dress Up when I was 5. Mine would have been also at 5. It was the Cat Came Back guy. Is that Fred Penner? Is that Fred Penner? The Cat Came Back the very next day. The cat came, I think that's Fred Penner, right? Catching up with people we only see once a year, says Cindy, is so much fun. And, the campsites are nice because you're away from the crowds. That's always fun. And that's what I've loved about Country Fest, too, is when you're away from the crowds and you're at the campsite. And there's sometimes where, because we probably had a bit too much to drink, to be quite honest with you. But, it's like, hey, the band is on the stage. The band is on the stage. Yeah, well, we can hear it from here. We can hear it from here. Let's just pour another cold one. What do you say? Mama J says, yeah, a van with free candy on the side. Call the cops. Call the cops. Jen says, Queen, Bryan Adams, and Pink Floyd. Oh, and Megan Lalonde, you're an 80s kid. I can tell. Bon Jovi, Poison, and Guns N' Roses. Let's go back to the 80s. We'll call it the Livin' on a Prayer Music Festival. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Cindy has issued an invitation. If you are in Minnedosa, Manitoba, and you are near the Rock Festival, if there are Sunseekers going, stop by, say hi. We are 7 campsites from the main gate. Are you set up? Do you have a picture that you can share so that we can send everybody from the internet there? We'll send everybody from all 4 corners of the world. We heard there was free booze and free food here. Where's Cindy at? Where's Cindy? Oh, the Thresherman's reunion in Austin. Oh, yeah, that's a good time. That's a good time. Okay, so have fun, stay safe, make sure that you're topped up on your fluids, and coming up next hour, we're going to take a stunning look at concert ticket prices. You won't believe what Bruno Mars and U2 and Taylor Swift are now getting as far as cash goes when it comes to concert tickets. We're going to take a look at that. Also, why soy sauce is the ideal pairing for ice cream this long weekend. And I have some breaking news from Chick-fil-A. What once was the most popular American fast food chain, they've slipped to number 2 behind Del Taco. I have some breaking news from Chick-fil-A you will only hear next hour on Twitch, and it is pretty damn exciting. Pretty exciting indeed. But you got to join us on Twitch because that's where the party is moving. Hey, we got to say bye to our friends on TikTok. Thank you so much, Keith, Jonathan, and Tara, Rose, Lynn, and Jan and Tina and Lioness and Nicole and the group of them. Thank you so much. Have an awesome long weekend. We're moving the party over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen shows where the party's moving. So come and join us. We'd love to see you. And we'll talk more, including the things that the average person always seems to forget when leaving the house on vacation. Did I turn the coffee pot off? That and more all coming up. Have a great long weekend. We're off on Monday. We'll be back Tuesday at 7. TikTokers, Tuesday, 7 a.m. Central Time here in the Beach Bunker. Have a great long weekend, TikTokers. Ooh, I cut Linus off. Uh-oh. Linus was just in the middle of typing something. Goodbye. See you later. And now we have to say goodbye to our friends on Facebook and X. Oh, it's good to be back on X, by the way. Nice to see you. And YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. Thank you so much for